You shake hands, hear all the right words, and assume you've met someone dependable. After all, the conversation flows effortlessly. Their smile feels warm, and their motives seem genuine. But the moment you turn around, the gears start turning. Secrets you shared in confidence suddenly become punchlines in group chats. Strategic moves you made at work are quietly and methodically undermined. You're left wondering where things went wrong. Your mistake wasn't trusting them, it was tuning into the wrong channel. You focused on what they said while ignoring everything their actions were screaming. Most people are dangerously naive when it comes to social deceit. They assume a fake person is easy to spot, picturing someone overtly hostile, rude, or aggressive. That's a beginner's mistake. The true manipulator, the dangerous individual who can actually destroy your reputation or sabotage your goals, never shows up acting like a villain. They arrive laying out the red carpet. They shower you with over-the-top compliments, agree with every single point you make, and manufacture an instant sense of intimacy. Average people fall right into this trap because they crave validation. They want to believe they're so impressive that anyone would instantly adore them within minutes. A trained observer, however, functions on a totally different level. When someone approaches with extreme politeness or immediate friendship, an analytical mind doesn't feel flattered. It senses a red flag. Deception is an acting game, and like any performance, maintaining it takes deliberate effort. Nobody can control every single variable of their body language indefinitely. Words can be scripted and voices can lie, but timing, physiology, and involuntary micro-reactions always reveal the truth. To spot a fake person before they cause damage to your life, you must stop being a passive spectator and start analyzing human behavior with surgical precision. The first major sign of hidden deceit is forced rapport combined with unearned, over-the-top validation. Pay close attention to how people respond when they first meet you. Real connections require time, shared experiences, and natural friction. When someone you barely know agrees with every single thing you say, laughs excessively at mediocre jokes, and tries to fast-track deep intimacy within days, that isn't genuine chemistry, it's data collection. A deceitful person needs you to drop your defenses as quickly as possible, and the fastest way to disarm anyone is by feeding their ego. They observe you, identify your vanities, insecurities, and values, and begin reflecting back exactly what you want to see. They turn into a mirror of your self-image. The catch is that mirrors have no real substance. The moment the lighting shifts, the reflection disappears. The second sign, and arguably one of the most revealing traits in behavioral psychology, is an asymmetric reaction to your wins and losses. Watch someone's eyes and posture with absolute precision the exact second you deliver good news. When you achieve something significant, a truly loyal person displays relaxed, spontaneous joy. A fake person, no matter how skilled, experiences a split-second micro-flash of envy. Before their practiced smile lights up, there's a fraction of a second lag, a subtle freeze in their eyes, a brief tightening at the corners of their mouth, or a longer-than-normal blink. That's their brain processing the sting of your success. To mask that slip-up, they immediately follow with overly loud, exaggerated, almost theatrical praise. Conversely, when things go wrong in your life, their behavior flips. They'll put on a sympathetic face, but their body language will show an involuntary sense of ease and relaxed posture. They feed on your setbacks to fuel their own sense of superiority. The third pillar in tracking deceit is observing how someone treats those who can do nothing for them. A person's true character is never shown in how they act around a boss or someone they're trying to influence. It's revealed in how they engage with the server, the doorman, the intern, or anyone positioned lower socially. If you watch someone act dismissive, cold, or arrogant toward people without influence, only to instantly turn sweet and smiling the moment an authority figure enters the room, you aren't dealing with a polite individual. You're looking at an adaptive predator. They respect power, not human dignity, and the second you lose your strategic value to them, they will treat you with the exact same disregard they show to everyone else. To apply these deception detection tools in your daily routine and build an airtight social shield, you need to implement a practical, three-step protocol. The first step is the strategic silence and selective listening test. Instead of offering up personal details or strong opinions right away, shift into a stance of neutral observation. Share a moderately neutral story or mention a modest accomplishment, then fall completely quiet. Resist the urge to fill the void. Hold your view on the center of their face, between their eyes and the bridge of their nose, and simply watch. Disingenuous people cannot stand strategic silence because quiet forces them to improvise. And when forced to improvise, their mask slips. They start rambling, their vocal tone shifts, they fire off invasive questions to regain command, or they spill someone else's secrets just to buy your engagement. Keep this golden rule in mind. Anyone who gossips to you will gossip about you. There are no exceptions. The second phase of the protocol involves applying calculated friction. Manipulative individuals detest pushback because their goal depends on smooth control. To test someone's true nature, intentionally disagree with a minor opinion they express. Keep your delivery calm and unaggressive. Simply state, "I see where you're coming from, but I actually look at it the complete opposite way." Then watch their instant reaction. An authentic person handles a difference of opinion naturally. They'll either discuss the point or respect your view. A fake person perceives your pushback as a direct threat to their influence. You'll notice tightness in their neck, their smile locking up, and frequently, a subtle jab aimed at minimizing your logic through sarcasm framed as humor, or a passive-aggressive retreat. The third and most critical phase is managing access levels. The biggest mistake naive people make when uncovering deceit is believing they need to openly confront the person. Direct confrontation is a strategic blunder. The moment you point fingers and accuse someone of being fake, you reveal your hand, expose what you know, and turn a quiet manipulator into an outright enemy who will actively target you from the shadows. The intelligent response to duplicity isn't drama or a scene, it's downgrading their tier of access to your life. You don't need to argue, create workplace friction, or throw a dramatic fit. You simply reclassify that individual in your own mind. They lose all access to your future plans, vulnerabilities, emotions, and personal life. Moving forward, they receive only standard surface-level courtesy, concise responses, flawless manners, emotional distance, and zero useful information. Stripped of information, a manipulator becomes completely powerless. They may keep attempting their game, but they'll be bouncing off a concrete wall wrapped in polite diplomacy. The world is full of mediocre actors competing for the attention of distracted audiences. Average people spend their lives reacting to appearances, lamenting betrayals, and playing the victim over setbacks they could have easily avoided by paying attention to micro details from day one. You don't need to live in paranoia, but you do need to live with absolute clarity. True respect isn't measured in wide smiles or unearned compliments. It shows in consistent behavior when no one is watching. Watch actions, ignore empty speeches, test boundaries, and remain strictly selective about who earns a seat at your table. Ultimately, your peace of mind and reputation don't depend on how many people you attract, but on your ability to spot and neutralize fake people before they ever strike.